Okay, folks, welcome back. Where are we? We're in the International. I think you guys have seen this truck for quite a while now. And we're back to the Cottage road, hauling some more logs. So I sort of shut this project down when the ground was getting really soft. Road was getting torn up pretty bad, so I just kind of shut her down. And the project at the house is a little more urgent than what this one is right now, but there's a lot of logs laying back here that I want to get to the mill. So the road is solid now. It rained a lot last night, but the road is still good. I got the 95 here, which is not the machine I wanted. I wanted the Kubota because it's got a much longer reach than the 95 and doesn't have this huge counterweight on it. Because I got logs laying, well, I got logs laying here, I got logs laying there. I gotta clean those up and get a couple logs out of that. And then I got a lot of logs up on the hill there, and then further in there's a much larger pile of logs. But now that I got this ditch in here to keep the water off the road, I got to sit up on the bank and reach over and load the truck. And with this machine, I don't know if it's going to work or not, because the reach is just so small on these 95s. They're so short, or however you want to say it, on these 95s. So we'll see. I didn't bring the Kubota because I went over to the pit, fired it up, had it ready to go, and I smelt smoke like a rubber burning. Opened up the hood, and there was the belt, ripped and deteriorated. Done, over with. Then I went to load this on, and this has no fuel into it, so then I had to go get fuel. So it's been a bit of a run around this morning, but finally got the truck here, got the machine here, got the logs lined up. Let's get going. So I got all the logs cleaned up down below, and now there's a pile there, a pile there, a pile there, and a pile here. So I'm thinking what I might do, just for now, is I might fill this in with some of this stuff, shape this up so I can get across here, and just block this off for now so I can at least get these logs out of here, and then dig this back out and let the water flow again. So yep, that's the plan. This road stiffened up really well. This was extremely soft the last time I was in here hauling logs out. There's literally logs scattered all through here, everywhere. I'll have to come down and get these ones, unfortunately, I would say, and take them back up to that loading area, because there's no way I'll be able to sit up here and reach out and load them in the truck unless I load those first and I park as close to the edge as possible, and I throw them and I load them in the closest point of the truck. That might be the only chance I have. to load. This is gonna have to work. Of course, all the logs are laying the opposite direction of what I want them. So when I come back, I'm gonna get them all facing the way that they need to be. I got a couple they gotta limb up, and then that's not gonna be a load, so then I'll have to start bringing logs over here and stage them and just keep going at it. It's not gonna be a super quick process, but it is what it is. Load number 2 on the truck. Just gonna get in here and get turned around. It goes from like daytime out there to like nighttime in here. I haven't been in here yet to start the cutting. You can see there's a pole way in there. The other one's up on the hill on the other side of that turn, so there's gonna be a lot of cutting coming under there. Another one right there. So again, this whole corner here has to come off. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get turned around right here. Hopefully I don't get into a mess. So yeah, you'll see there's quite a difference from back here. Let's see when we get out here. Like someone turned the light on. Definitely gonna help the road out, that's for sure, once it's cut. I don't know what happened there, but I was just talking about how bad this road is. Oh my god. Like 95% of this road is just absolutely brutal. There's spots where I'm slowing down to like 40, 45 kilometers an hour. And I mean, a lot of times you'll get that in, you know, like February, March, even April maybe a little bit. But usually the roads kind of get better with the warm weather once the frost is out of the ground. But this road here, holy, like I'm not even in the bad spots right now, but it's tough on the truck. This is a good section. I guess I picked the wrong spot to record here. My first time really driving this truck for you know, a good period of time since I got the Kenworth. And this Allison is just like a little race car. It's so much different than that 18-speed ultra shift that I have in the Kenworth. Like that defuels after every single shift because it's an actual manual transmission. It's just automatically air actuated. But this thing is just like driving like a Honda Civic. 6-speed. Just wants to go. Alright folks, well that's gonna do it, I guess. Pulling in the driveway here now. 3 loads today. Decent day considering how the morning started. So 6:15 here right now. Gotta shut it down and go watch the Leaf game. Hopefully it turns out good, because if I re-watch this video, and I'm hoping for the best case scenario. Anyway folks, that's it. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.